Hi guys, welcome back to another week of the last 5 years rehearsals with Callum and Grace.
So this week we decided to go back to our blocking and have a look at everything. We needed a bit of a refresh just because we had spent those 2 weeks really focusing on the text, so we had to get back into it and figure out what we were actually doing. There was a lot of what did we plan to do here?
What did we do here? What's going on?
What did we decide? There was a lot of that going on. It was great.
We then started looking at some of the music because we are getting closer to the dates, and so we need to start working on some songs. The main one being one of the songs that we actually sing together.
The only song
that we actually sing together. This song has a lot of harmonies that we need to be working on at the moment, so that's what we spent most of the later half of the rehearsal period doing, just to make sure it's very tight, very clean.
What we want for the show is that you notice the sound, but you're not distracted by it. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do everything we can to try to make sure our vocals are not flawless, because I don't think that's achievable because we're human, but to a standard that we feel like it wouldn't distract the audience from the story and the text and the action, because it in itself as a show it's quite confusing, because we found when we were doing the time jumps between our sequences we were getting a bit confused where we're up to, so we have to try to make everything else not be a distraction to that, and that includes our vocal performances in these songs, but especially for this one because it is the first and only time we sing together. We've also decided we're going to rehearse this song at the start of each rehearsal so that it is completely embedded in us.
Yeah.
I feel like the other ones, obviously, because they're individual songs, you can work on them in your own time, but when we're here in rehearsal, it's the only time we get to work together. It's also a good way for us to come together at the start of the rehearsal and bring focus and just attention to the show, I reckon.
Yep, absolutely agree.
For the rehearsals at the moment, because we can't have our pianist with us at every rehearsal, we have got from Hal Leonard a program called Rehearsals, where you can play with the tempo and the key and the length of vamps and stuff like that. It's a really great program for us to use on our own. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
I really wasn't sure about it when I saw it as an option that you could get with the license for the show. I was a bit like, what if it sounds good, but what if it's not as good?
Yeah, I mean, there's always something to be said when you're working with a program like that. It's all very straight, and it's really hard to rehearse with. Like, it's great to rehearse the songs and getting the correct notes and having the placement and things like that, but then it's harder when you're wanting to create story and feeling with it, because then you've got this very structured, straight kind of pace that you should be keeping with, and then you'll have the vocal line being played as well, and then you just hear that it's, you know, very
straight on the beat. Whereas obviously when you're working with a person at a piano, they bring their feeling to it.
Yeah, and it usually complements yours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is a little bit difficult, but generally for just working out where our notes are and that kind of stuff, it's really good.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with it.
Yeah. So next week rehearsal, we'll hopefully be looking at some more accent stuff and kind of just working on a few more songs here and there. Let us know what you want to see us working on, what you want to know more about, whether it be licensing, rehearsal process, music in general. We will get back to you at some point. We'll probably leave comments and things like that.
Yeah.
And we'll see you again next week, I guess.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Get it out.